to start, like what's the main source of frustration after a game like that for you?
Well, we didn't play well. You know, we're not shooting the ball well from the perimeter, and the paint's clogged, and you know, we're trying to force inside, and you know, with the pass, with the bounce, and you know, it's leading to a lot of turnovers, and you know, and we're not moving that well defensively, so we weren't very good on either end tonight.
You've had some games where you've been down in the first half, but then came out and started to play better in the third. When you didn't see that, what mix of that did you see as mental, physical, and what's the disappointment from that?
Yeah, I mean, you know, credit to Pelicans. They came out and really shot the ball well and executed well. We got a few really good looks early in the third. You know, Bron had a couple of buckets, and we had three wide open threes that we had knocked down. You know, those are live ball runouts, and you know, that puts you in a deficit. You know, those shots go in. You know, maybe it's a different story in that third quarter. We finally get some traction, some momentum, but you know, the start wasn't strong, and you know, like I said, credit to Pelicans for the rest of the quarter.
Frank, what do the 23 turnovers tell you about the way your team played tonight? And some of them come to mind, and throwing the ball out of bounds, or even you guys called timeout to try to stop a run and come right out of timeout and turn the ball over. How much were they a part of tonight's outcome?
I mean, it was huge. You know, you have 23 turnovers, you're not going to win. You know, so it was a huge part of it. You know, like I said, some of it's carelessness. You know, I'll have to look at all the turnovers, but some of it's carelessness, and some of it's, you know, we're ice cold from the perimeter right now. You know, so we're trying to attack the paint, and there's 5 guys in there. So, you know, we're trying to execute through that, but you know, we definitely got to be better.
Frank, over the course of the season, one thing you've brought up time and again is care factor. Is that something that you saw from your group tonight?
Well, I feel like we get deflated when we don't play well. The other team's on a run, which I think is pretty much all 30 teams would have the same response. You know, but I don't think it's about not caring. You know, this group wants to get some traction. We want to get some wins, put some wins on the board, and play better than we're playing. But you know, it doesn't go well. You know, it's natural to get deflated at times. You know, but our guys, you know, had moments like that, but then they pushed through it, tried to keep fighting.
Frank, after this loss, how do you guys go about trying to regroup?
Flush it. Put this one behind us. Okay, we got to focus on the Dallas Mavericks. You know, coaches will get together. We'll meet and figure out what type of adjustments we got to make, and you know, just turn the page to Dallas.
Frank, you kind of mentioned, you know, when things start out wrong, you know, it's natural to lose some energy, but the way you guys have started these last 2 games, is there a disconnect between what guys are saying they want to do and the energy they're saying they want to bring, and what actually shows up even in the first quarter?
Well, we didn't start the games poorly. Our starting lineup was a push, was an even net rating last game, and I think for you know, at least for the first half of this game, you know, we didn't start the third quarter well, but you know, we're not finishing those quarters well. You know, and it's we're in an adjustment phase. I mean, we lost Anthony Davis. You know, we're starting, you know, our true centers that haven't played a whole lot. And, you know, there's less shooting out there, and, you know, we've got to figure out a way to make up for that and execute better, and, you know, find, you know, our spacing becomes different, you know, so, you know, we're trying to adjust through all those things.